Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabby. We are here with Rita and Bruno, and we have Sylvia handling them today. What we're going to be working on is just working with them together with one handler, okay, for this video. So working on attention outside in a pretty high distraction environment. So right now, there is actually a lot going on across the street. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video or not, but we have a someone mowing the lawn, so lots of people outside over there. Okay, we just had a couple of dogs working outside as well, so pretty high distraction. So what we're doing right now is just marking and reinforcing, either with pets or with food. If they're not taking food, then we'll give them pets, for being calm, being able to check in with us, okay, and pay attention. So it is much harder with two dogs, obviously. So when you start out with both of them together, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did in the beginning with them separately. You're going to work inside in a low distraction environment, not too much going on. Just work on that attention, work on those basic behaviors. Good, very nice. They're able to recall back to Sylvia right there. Do a sit. Rita has a little bit harder time doing the sits outside. She gets a little bit distracted. So with her, just kind of more focusing on that attention, and when she checks in with us, we're going to reinforce, we're going to give her pets. She might not be taking food in the beginning, and that's okay. Okay. And again, this is a lot higher distraction than we are used to out here. But also working on that leash skills. So making sure that they're able to walk nicely, they're not pulling ahead. It doesn't matter if that, sorry, I didn't move the camera there to follow them. As long as they're not pulling ahead, okay? So if they're ahead of you and they're a few steps ahead, not pulling, great, that's fine. Continue walking, okay? If one of them pulls ahead, the hard part with when you're working with two of them at the same time is you have to stop, have that one come back, and not continue until they're able to do so without pulling. Very important though, because if we allow that pulling behavior, the likelihood of it continuing and getting worse is high. Very nice, but they're paying attention. Rita, again, she's checking things out. She's not reacting to anything. She is the one that is tending to get to the end of that leash a little bit more frequently. That was nice. There was a little bit pressure on that leash that Sylvia put, and she was able to come back. Very good. So we're giving Bruno that food reinforcement. We're giving Rita those verbal praise. Good job. But again, it obviously adds another layer when you're working with both dogs. So taking that time to work on the solid foundation, getting them to pay attention before we get to something a little bit more challenging. Good. Bruno's paying great attention. Good. And it does take a little getting used to when you're working both those leashes, being able to manipulate and handle both of those leashes. Good. There, she went to pull ahead a little bit. We called her back. She was able to come right back. Very nice. Bruno went right into that sit. And Rita's checking in. Very nice. Going into that sit. That is exactly what we want to see. So they have made a great deal of progress over the past couple of weeks. And we look forward to continuing working with them next week. If you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comments below. But they are very sweet dogs, and they have really opened up here, which is excellent. We really started to see their true personalities, and yeah, we look forward to working with them again next week. So let us know if you have any questions. We will see you next time.